We've got a cool £1 million to find that elusive house with a heart for Sarah and Ian around Buckinghamshire and Berkshire.
And a tight 245 grand to find a place that will keep both Dan and Louise happy in Hertfordshire.
The property market might be getting some momentum back into it, but people are still hedging their bets when it comes to putting their houses up for sale. That means any plum properties are being snapped up quickly. But I'm kicking off with a corker for Sarah and Ian in Cookham Dean, a hugely sought-after village and one of their favourite locations. This is the first stop, specifically chosen for the location. First reaction to the house?
It looks very attractive.
Good. This property has pretty much everything on their wish list. 4 bedrooms, 2 reception rooms, a high-spec kitchen and an amazing annex that would work as a granny flat or somewhere to run their business from. This impressive property sits nicely on 1/3 of an acre. It is over their £1 million budget, but our reliable sources tell us that it's about to be reduced in price. Now, the house is built 9 years ago. I think it's a lovely family house for a contemporary way of living. Yep. The balance and the flow of it, I think, is excellent. And then leading through into the kitchen, which is, again, very modern and contemporary.
Oh, it's lovely, yeah. No, this is lovely. I think it would definitely go in my book, in my scrapbook. It's...
Well, it is?
Yes!
Whoa!
We got a kitchen so far.
Way to go!
It's light, it's spacious, and it's great family living, and yeah, I love it.
And how's it working in terms of the heart and soul?
I'd say there's more of a soul in this part of the house than there is in that part of the house. I suppose my concern is, again, as much as this is a gorgeous room, and I do love the kitchen, is that I'm looking outside to the garden and it's looking small.
If that is the issue, we'll tackle that right now.
Okay.
Come on out, see what you think. So they've spent a fair bit of money sort of landscaping it.
Okay.
Yep.
Into different entertaining areas. You've got this one, you've got one over there.
It's beautifully done, and I can see the landscaping, the attention to detail has been amazing. I'm just a bit concerned that the house feels a bit like it's sunk into the hill.
Yeah, and it's a compromise that I wouldn't be prepared to make.
Fine. My compromise for this house was budget.
Oh, OK.
£1,150,000.
If it was £200,000 less, I still wouldn't compromise on the plot.
OK.
Ooh, that hurts. But I think there's still a chance to redeem myself. After all, it does have a lot going for it. Separate entrance.
I like this.
Has to be one of the best home offices I've ever
This
seen.
is stunning.
This is beautiful. This is really nice.
OK. So now I understand compromise, because this is fantastic. I don't get that.
Why don't you guys just have a bit of time together? Explore the bedrooms yourselves. That's if Ian is interested in it.
I'm open to look upstairs.
OK.
Might they be starting to feel the love?
It starts to be a bit small.
Yeah, it's not as much space upstairs as I thought there would be. It doesn't work for me at the moment. Doesn't work for me.
Maybe not.
You've had a good look round upstairs?
Yep, we have.
Gathered your thoughts?
Yep.
Are they combined?
Yeah.
We agree on upstairs, yeah.
So it's felt a little bit small.
Not quite there yet.
Sounds like it's quite a long way off. Oh dear. Bedrooms are too small, gardens too small, and yet it's too expensive. It doesn't quite tally up, does it?
This week, we're in the home counties with 2 couples who want to buy homes of their own.
But no matter what the budget, the perfect property always seems to be that little bit more.
It does, doesn't it?
Dan and Louise are back living with their parents and can't agree where to buy their new house. Louise will only live in Ware in Hertfordshire, close to her family, and Dan just wants the biggest house he can get for his money. Anywhere. They've got 245 grand, and for their budget, this 2-bed mid-terraced is the best property we found in Ware. So everything's simple. They either live here or resort to Dan's plan.
OK, both of you are looking suicidal. This is not a good start.
It's a terraced,
Yes.
which kind of makes me think it's going to be quite small and pokey inside.
Is it a 2-bedroom?
Yeah, currently, yes.
Yeah.
Yep. Let's go in.
Yeah.
Will you come into the front room at least?
Oh, yeah, definitely, yeah.
And then we'll see how it goes.
This viewing is all about what Louise is prepared to give up to be close to her family in Ware. However, the 2 double bedrooms are charming. The sitting room is a good size, as is the garden. Plus, there's opportunity to extend if they have more than one child. And given that it's on the market for nearly $230,000, they'll have $15,000 to put towards the cost.
A house like this would get you into Ware, onto the Ware property ladder. There are other houses in the street which have extended to give you the 3rd bedroom and the upstairs bathroom and a larger kitchen at a cost of approximately £25,000.
Location-wise, you've hit the nail on the head.
Definitely.
For what Louise wants.
I like the location, but in terms of house size, I think it's too much of a compromise.
This house is what you can afford in Ware.
Tough love is always the best policy.
Your fear was that it would have a small garden. How does this rate?
This is small.
Okay. I mean, am I wrong in thinking that the principal reason to be in Ware is childcare?
Yeah.
Not
Number one.
Number one, exactly. That is my quandary at the moment, is gauging how strong the need to be in Ware is.
For the type of money that we've got, stretching ourselves every month to make, those mortgage payments, and it'd always feel like a compromise in a house this size that you're kind of thinking, why am I stretching myself every month for something that I'm not entirely happy in?
Oh dear. If they can't agree on this, they're destined to live out their days in their parents' spare room.
What did you think of the kitchen?
It's quite small.
Yeah, it's quite small.
It's got a downstairs bathroom as well, which
This
obviously
must
means
be
there's not
bedroom
one
number
upstairs.
2.
It is a typical 2 up, 2 down house, though, isn't it? It does tick some boxes, but just not enough for me.
No.
I couldn't be more sympathetic, but this is a chat they should have had before. I'm here to find them a house. And if I'm too sympathetic, it'll stop me being tough enough to force them to see the realities of the situation.
They simply don't have enough money to find the family house they want in this area. For Dan, this is a no-brainer, but I don't think Louise has accepted it yet.
OK, guys. That's a no, obviously.
Yes.
I think that's safe to say.
Yeah. Can I look further afield?
I'm open to location. I think Louise is probably within reason.
OK. OK. Right. Not sure whether we've reached a conclusion yet, but we'll plough on.
It's all getting a bit awkward, and I'm pretty sure it's not my fault.
Don't want a word from you. Not a word.
I had a low moment.
Did you?
Yeah.
What, with $1 million budget? Oh, dear.
Well, he said to me if this house was 200 grand cheaper, it still wouldn't be right.
Oh, OK.
That's a low moment.
Yeah, that is a low
with a £1 million
moment.
budget.
Yeah.
So I am sensing trickiness.
OK.
I'm sensing pickiness, stickiness, and everything else-ness that I don't particularly like just at the moment.
Yeah. No, I had no, no, and no. The problem is they want to be in Ware. They can't afford to be in Ware. I showed them what they could afford in Ware, and it was like,
Yeah.
oh, it's way too small.
There's compromises as ever.
I know. I compromise on a daily basis.
Shut up. I know exactly what you meant with that. Moving on, this time to Chesham, a delightful market town in Buckinghamshire. Ian and Sarah sold their much-loved house, and they've spent the last 3.5 years trying to find somewhere that has as much heart. It definitely wasn't beating in the first place we showed them, but I can hear it loud and clear in this stunning Grade 2 listed Georgian property. Yes, there is a bit of road noise, but I think the house itself will make up for it. This is all the same property.
Okay.
This is possibly one of the most charming houses I've ever seen. It has one downside, which we've just walked along. Yeah. It has a carport with electric doors that you drive straight in and you get out the car. You never stand out there.
I think it would only be carol singers and things that would use the front door.
Apart from that, it's a dream.
Let's just get your reactions to the position of the house. So.
Nervous.
Nervous.
Only because
Concerned.
with a 5-year-old.
Yeah, no, I totally understand
But
that.
of course you walk in here and this picture probably is in my book.
You know, when I first came in here, I thought the same.
Yes, no, it is.
And so I don't know, but nervous.
My advice, just lock the front door, because this place does have a drawing room, a dining room, a study, a huge kitchen, 5 double bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, a garage, an outbuilding ripe for conversion, all set in a beautiful garden.
I'll be very interested to see how this one balances out, because again, we've had to take them slightly over budget at 1.1 million.
Oh my gosh. It's beautiful.
It's a gorgeous kitchen.
That's the joy of this house.
We talked a lot this morning about heart, and that was so central to what you're looking to achieve. Is it here?
Yes, it has got a great heart. I want to see some more of it, please.
Okay, well, I'll take Sarah upstairs.
Why don't you and I look out the garden? I know that's important to you.
That'd be great.
The garden is 1/3 of an acre.
Okay. It's got a lovely formal start to it.
In here is an old stable.
It's great. I'm not sure whether it'd be large enough for an annex, although saying that, it'd be a great size for a home office.
I just find myself like a stuck record about this house. Everything. It's just sitting here admiring that old built-in cupboard in the fireplace. And it just works.
It's beautiful. I mean, there's just no contest. It's got so much character, so much heritage. It's just beautiful.
You can see why I wasn't exaggerating when I said it was one of the most charming houses I've seen.
Absolutely.
So what do you reckon to it then, Ian? Pretty sizable garden.
It's a good size.
It's delivering.
It is delivering. I suppose my slight concern is it rural enough with all sides, you know, the property and the garden surrounded by either other gardens or other properties.
Sure. Well, I can't deny it is in the middle of Chesham, but to get a house of this quality surrounded by fields, we're talking at least another 200 grand, which they don't have.
It's either going to really grab you and say, take me, I'm yours, or it's not.
Such a beautiful house. If anything did go wrong and we're pushed right to the nth degree, we might not have funds to be able to lovingly cherish it like it deserves.
Often I show these houses to clients and then they end up not buying them because, for that very reason, is that they're slightly scared of them.
Yeah.
And I always think, oh, at this time I really want someone to buy the beautiful house.
There's so much about it that ticks the boxes. You know, interior-wise, it's beautiful.
There's some buts. Yeah, there's some buts. There's a budget butt. There's a semi-rural butt. There's also, it doesn't join up brilliantly.
Oh, dearie me, I'm struggling. It just feels that he's concentrating on the negatives rather than looking at how, all the things that it does.
All I can say is that something's missing. We are missing something. It may be staring us in the face, but there is something we're not getting about this move.
So then, what's it to be?
It sounds to me like it's a maybe from Sarah, but a no from Ian.
If push came to shove, I'll go for a no.
Okie doke. Shall we leave this one?
Yep.
Okay.
Bye-bye, lovely house.
Bye-bye.
I feel a bit sorry for Sarah because I think she really liked this house. But for Ian, it still wasn't as good as their old place. And that's our problem.
A new morning and I'm back with Dan and Louise. I'm hoping they've had a good old chat about exactly where they want to live, because I don't want any more of that uncomfortable atmosphere we had yesterday. We're in Standon, only 15 minutes from Louise's beloved Ware, a happy compromise where you get more for your money.
So here we are. off-street parking, 3 beds, end of terrace.
Looks
It's
nice.
not too bad. Looks a lot bigger than the last one.
A lot
definitely.
bigger than the last one.
Okay.
So do you feel more enthusiasm about going in than you did in the last house?
Definitely.
Yeah,
Right.
much more.
Right, in we go. After you, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, this is all a bit jollier, and quite right too. This house has 2 reception rooms, 3 good-sized bedrooms, and a conservatory leading out onto a big garden. It's a bit dated, but at £5,000 under budget, there's a bit of money left over for titivation. What's your feeling? People say, oh, it's only the first room, it's only the first room, but I do believe in the 11-second rule. I think people make decisions very, very quickly.
I don't know, it's quite hard to say really. It hasn't got a wow factor, but it's
well
something
kept.
to work with, I
It's
think.
beautifully kept, and that is one of the major things about this house that I really think works for you.
I agree.
If you wanted to retile the kitchen or the bathroom, all these things are things you could do gradually in the summer months,
Yeah.
Daniel, when there is no football.
Yeah.
So, what we've got here is kitchen and then slightly separate dining area.
Okay.
Right. Kitchen's not a bad size, is it?
No.
Is there anything about it, Louise, which is making your heart sing?
I wouldn't say sing, but then there's nothing about it that I dislike so far.
Just remind me again how long the search has been going on.
9 months.
9 months.
And you're now living with your parents and your parents.
Yes.
Right, enough's enough. With Dan out of the way, it's time to get a decision out of Louise.
Is there singing? Is there a song rising up?
It ticks a lot of the boxes that we're both looking for in a house.
But-
Obviously, the only bugbear is the location, but
What is it going to take to convince you that it's either smaller in Ware or not in Ware at all?
I am open-minded to other areas, and
I don't think you're convinced.
I think I am. If we can't have Ware, then as a preferred location to, we are both familiar with the Stevenage area, we've lived there for the past 2 years.
Okay.
Commute to work makes sense to
Be in Stevenage.
be in Stevenage.
Okay, we have progressed.
Good.
We have progressed. So that means if it can't be Ware, it should be Stevenage. Should we fish him out the garden? Break the good news.
What do you think?
Yeah, it's not too bad. It's got a lot of potential.
I just don't.
Madam
Feel-
wants Stevenage now.
The
She's
vibe.
accepted that Ware isn't happening and she's going all guns blazing for Stevenage.
Really?
Yep.
Well, if we can't have Ware, then
You done well. It only took me 9 months.
Hallelujah, we're back in sensible land. But now we've got to find them somewhere that's worth the sacrifice.
This week I'm with Ian and Sarah, whose search has now spanned 3 counties.
While I'm with Louise and Dan, who are less flexible on location but learning to live with compromise.
I'm struggling to find any property for Ian and Sarah that matches up to the last house they owned. Yes, they've got £1 million, but they want an awful lot for it. In my opinion, too much. Still, I'm quietly hopeful about the place I'm going to show them next. It's in the village of Knoll Hill, just west of Maidenhead. It's a fantastic detached house set in beautiful gardens. What do you make of the setting and the style?
Good sized house, good sized plot. Setting, I think it's okay.
I like the drive up. I like the way it's sort of the house is set back, and
I can hear the A4 behind me.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the compromise. But on the positive side, this would be most people's dream house. 3 reception rooms, 4 double bedrooms, self-contained granny annex cum office, and the best part, 3/4 of an acre of land, all under budget at £995,000.
Nicely done, Phil.
Come on in. Another pretty impressive hallway.
yeah.
Now, the kitchen... It's not the best room in the house.
No.
Is it doing it for you?
It's not doing it for me.
Oh, come on, you do better than that.
Well, It is a small room for a kitchen, for a house that, you know, externally it looks a very large house. And if a kitchen is the heart of the house,
Yeah.
then the house has got a small heart.
It did have planning permission for quite a serious extension. It's just lapsed.
Okay.
But it was for a 2-storey extension to the side and a single storey to the rear. So it would vastly improve this space.
Yeah.
Okay.
Come on then, let's keep going.
They will almost certainly get that planning permission again. I think it's very important for them to put their mark on a place, and Sarah might even be able to deploy that scrapbook at last.
So I don't think you could wish for more in
No.
terms of square footage.
It's got nice proportions, nice high ceilings, nice light.
Could you see yourselves here?
To make this house to its optimum, for us to really love it, I think will take quite a bit of investment.
It is a beautiful house. It could be a beautiful home.
Yes.
It's very possible to do.
I can feel it. I could feel it in this house.
Well, at least Sarah's starting to imagine how they'd live in this place, which for now I'll take as progress.
This is nice out here. It's a very handsome house.
Well, Sarah's being pretty positive. Ian's just being Ian. This place could be great. They just got to have the confidence to do the work. It could be fantastic. But you know what? I'm just not getting any buying signals again.
OK.
There's your issue, the noise.
I can hear it from both sides now, obviously.
Trying to find the house that we're trying to find in a rural location without noise, with all the things that we want, maybe we're in the wrong area.
I would have said with 3.5 years of house hunting and 90 rejected properties, perhaps that penny should have dropped a lot earlier.
We know the brief's tough. You know, 1, we were very emotionally attached to our last property. 2, we are looking for a lot now. But I think when you're laying down roots for your family life, you don't compromise.
But the reality is, the restrictions of budget entail compromise. That's life. And there is no point looking for something if it doesn't exist. It's just pointless.
Maybe the compromise that we have to consider is completely shifting area.
So, from here on, can we ignore geographic boundaries?
Yeah.
OK. I think it's time for a...
To show us the perfect property that's just within our reach.
If only it was that simple. OK, so we've got a whole new search on our hands. But where to look? Well, in my mind, there's only one candidate, Oxfordshire. Here, you keep the high quality of houses, but because it's further from London, you're not paying quite such a premium. After some frantic searching, one house has emerged as a clear front-runner. It's a stunning farmhouse conversion in the pretty village of Dry Sandford, just 6 miles south of Oxford. And it's 125,000 under budget. First thoughts?
It's a nice finish from outside.
You've done it beautifully.
Yeah, now you can see again, finishing on this is lovely.
I'd love to see inside.
Come on in. There's nearly 2,500 square foot of living space with a fantastic open-plan kitchen diner and 4 double bedrooms, all finished to the highest of standards.
Outside there's a double garage which is crying out for conversion and half an acre of beautiful gardens. The amazing thing is, in some parts of Buckinghamshire, it would cost over £400,000 more.
In you come through these rather magnificent doors
Oh my gosh, wow.
into what I hope you'll think is quite a special house.
This is beautiful.
Lovely kitchen.
It is absolutely beautiful. The guy who lives here is a builder, and he's obviously taken particular care building his own house. I think they've created really sensational, open family living.
Gorgeous space, fabulous. We could live in here, but you know, if you want my the road again. Sorry, chaps, but you know that again. I can the road.
There is a road out there. There's a road outside most houses. I don't think it interrupts life in the house.
I guess this whole process is making us realise quite how spoilt we were in our house in Hedgley. It was a beautiful old house, and we didn't have noise.
Just remind me of how much you sold that 800 square foot for.
£700,000.
Okay. This is on the market for 875,000. So for an additional 175,000,
Okay. Yeah.
you get
Vast amount more.
a vast amount more.
Okay.
1,400 square feet more. Maybe this'll be enough to put their last house to bed for good. There aren't that many houses with annexes and big plots. And please don't take this the wrong way, but over the days that we've spent together, I've seen you both, I think more so Ian, walk into a house and immediately spot the compromise and the niggle.
He tends to see the negatives. I'll go in with the yay. Let's just look for it and let's find it. And somewhere that has worked in the past because we found our house. We were very happy in that.
And you
I have hope.
managed it.
No, not yet. But you know, people do take a long time sometimes to find their next dream house.
At the end of the day, of course, it's their choice. But I reckon it's not making a decision that would be the regret.
Nice.
OK, this is a good-sized guest room.
Yeah. No, I think all the rooms up here are light, all beautifully done out.
It's double glazing, so actually
Don't hear the road as much.
back here the road's not too bad.
Oh, the bathroom looks lovely.
I'm trying to look for some niggles and problems with the house itself, but the house itself, I really like it.
There's a turnaround. It's Ian being the positive one. To add to his joy, we've also got some quality options for the annex.
So, crux issue. Double garage. And if you were to want to make it bigger, this is where you'd extend into.
Yeah.
The house is in a green belt, but this garage, annex, workshop, whatever you want to call it, would fall under its rights of permitted development.
Yeah, I think it's beautifully done, so I can see that being quite a nice little project.
So the conclusion is there's pretty much nothing wrong with this place.
Finish is good, the size is good, the layout is good.
In a fantastic budget, actually, I have to say.
Fantastic budget.
It's all sounding very good. Excellent. Great.
You know, obviously we don't know the area that well because it is a new area for us. Initial thoughts are very positive.
No, I think what you've done is opened up a big new opportunity for us.
Well, you opened it up by being happy to come out here and look. This is my hallelujah moment. After such a breakthrough, I think I deserve a huge pat on the back.
OK, that's enough self-congratulation, Phil. Time for you to hot-foot it back to Hertfordshire so that we can show Dan and Louise our final property. After all the toing and froing, they've managed to agree that Stevenage is the town for them.
Less than half an hour's commute from London. It might not be pretty, but it is practical. And that's why competition is rife for its affordable family houses.
But we've had an early tip-off about this spacious 3-bedroomed semi. Because it needs a bit of TLC, it's on at 205 grand, 40,000 below their budget. So, not surprisingly, I'm eager to show them this house. But as day turns to night, we have a slight problem. Reliable old Phil is caught in traffic. Why are we waiting? We're waiting for Phil Spencer. I'm fiddling with my lipstick, which is a really bad sign, and he knows that. This is my special James Bond lipstick with the poisoned tip. Poor Dan and Louise have resorted to looking around the area at night, while I just get very bored. Ah, there you are.
It's all quiet here.
It's very quiet. What sort of time do you call this?
Rush hour.
It's not rush hour. You haven't rushed
probably-
anywhere.
It's probably
You're
after
an hour
rush
and a
hour.
half late.
Yeah.
You're looking for a loo, aren't you?
There's no loo. No,
but there is in here.
without a loo. OK, compose yourself. There's work to be done. Hi, you two.
Hiya.
Hello.
Sorry, it's entirely my fault. Kept you
problem.
waiting.
No problem.
But Kirstie tells me it's a lovely house with a great garden.
It's a lovely house with a great garden. Can you see it?
Yes.
It's a semi, as requested.
We like
Yeah.
semis.
With a garage, as requested, and off-street parking, as
Yeah,
requested.
don't lay it on too thick. Because you've been like this all week.
Come on, let's get in. You can't see anything out here.
Am I forgiven yet?
You'll be fossilised before I forgive you.
I might not know where the loo is, but believe me, I'm up to speed with this one. And I'm in the mood for 2 direct hits in one day.
I could give you a 3rd direct hit if you like.
Well, as you can see immediately, it's been lived in by an elderly person. It's actually a probate sale.
Right.
And it's on the market at 205,000.
Blimey.
And this is a huge sitting room.
That figure obviously gives us a lot of room to play with in terms of putting a stamp on the property.
And what do you make of it, Louise?
First impressions, this room's a nice size, just really needs a bit of updating.
Yeah.
We can both see past that, can't we?
Yeah.
I'm sure we'll have a to-do list.
I think you might have a couple.
Yes.
So up here, Louise, you've got bathroom, loo, 1, 2, 3 bedrooms. You were very good in the last house, Louise. You just said, right, that's it, OK, we can't buy and where, it'll be Stevenage then.
It's hard, but at the end of the day, sometimes you have to be a bit practical about things.
Do you look at this house and feel more positive?
I think so far.
Well, Daniel, a bit more work to do.
Yep, it's a good size, that's the main thing.
Well, I think we can make it quite a bit bigger because you can take this wall out
OK.
and open it up into here. We've already had a builder look round. Knocking down the wall, rewiring and putting in new units would cost around 12 grand. Well within that 40,000 they'd have left over from the asking price.
If I'm honest, probably Louise would probably struggle to live in it and do the work at the same time.
Yeah.
As long as our parents are kind of up for it, that we can live still at their place while work in progress kind of thing here. So that may swing it.
Look, why don't you go and see what the other half thinks?
OK.
I should probably do the same. Mind you, I might get a smack today, so maybe I won't.
It's a nice size.
It is actually, isn't it? So what do you think?
Yeah, it's not too bad. It's a lot of work. A lot of work, though.
How you doing up there?
It's a big house, it's got a lot of potential, definitely.
Potential that you'd be happy to explore?
I think I'd like to sleep on it.
Yeah,
What do
so
you
there's
think?
a lot to take in, and it's whether we're up for the challenge, who we can rope in to help.
Yeah.
If we take it on.
Well, don't expect any help from Phil Spencer now if you want the job done on time.
Come on, I'll buy you all a drink.
You go first then. Check he's got his wallet, Daniel, I've heard that before.
What was that about 2 direct hits? I think I've had a pretty good day.
Well, let's see what tomorrow brings, hey? Dan and Louise have had a good night's sleep and time to mull over the pros and cons of this 3-bed semi in Stevenage. And this time they get to see the garden in all its daylight glory. At £205,000, it's the biggest and cheapest place we've seen. I think it's the one they should go for.
I'm pleased to be back. What about you two?
I agree with you. It is a good house. It's just the magnitude of work, and we were kind of trying to put properties that we'd seen in and around this area in a kind of top 3, top 5 scenario. And it did come in the top 5.
Yeah.
Top 5?
It did come in the top 5.
Wasn't even in the top 3.
It was close.
I know that those other properties were a lot more expensive, and I sense they're risk averse. So, maxing their mortgage is not a good plan.
So this is the garden that you didn't get a chance to see yesterday. What do you think?
It's a good sized garden.
You don't need to spend a fortune on this house. You know that you can spend up to £245,000, but it doesn't mean you have to spend up to £245,000. What do you want in the house? Is it a big bedroom, big kitchen?
I would say probably a big kitchen with a nice dining area as well.
And if our builder's anything to go by, just £12,000 should be enough to provide Louise with her own domestic heaven.
My feeling is it's on the market at £205,000. Let's say you get it for £200,000 maybe, you never know. But what I don't want you to do is spend more than £220 on it at the end of the day. Go in that house, have a look at that kitchen.
Okay.
I don't want them to beggar themselves to buy a house. They've got their lives, they've got a future family. They need a house which they won't grow out of, which isn't a struggle to keep up.
That's obviously the main shed. Yeah, it'd be useful for some sort of utility room. That wall, I think, only comes back to about there, so that's where the living room wall must end.
So potentially take that out and...
Yeah, make it a bit more open, but it's not a bad size.
No, it's not.
Right. What do you think?
It's got lots of potential, hasn't it?
Yeah,
There's no getting away from that.
is the key word, I think, for the house.
Do you want to go and have a drink and chat it through?
I think drink's a good idea.
Okay. I'm usually pretty good at reading people, but I have to admit I've struggled with Dan and Louise, and I'm just not able to call this one.
At least you're still in with a chance. I, on the other hand, have been blown out completely. Overnight, Sarah and Ian rejected the beautiful house in Oxfordshire. It was one of the best places they've viewed, but given it's in a new area, understandably they want to see what else is out there.
So how are you feeling today?
If this has proved nothing more, it actually has shown us that what we're trying to do is not achievable in the areas we've been looking for. And so, having shown us and tempted us out that bit further, we now have that belief that we can find it, and we're not just blue skying it, we're not just dreaming.
You were dreaming. There was an awful lot of hope.
There was.
There was hope.
And now, looking in Oxfordshire, there is belief.
The fourth property certainly proves that, as you said, because that came well within budget and there were only a few small glitches.
We'd lost our way a little bit, and maybe we're going over the same ground looking for the same things in an area that can't achieve it. So this has really, allowed us to kind of refocus.
There's nothing on the market that's worth us going to see now, and we have put in a vast amount of research.
I think someone once said to me that the toughest paths lead to the best destinations, and I think sometimes, it's been a tough path, it's been a long journey, so, but it's out there, I know it is.
I certainly hope that's true. But 2 months down the line, Sarah and Ian are still searching for their elusive dream home. We left them with a new search area in Oxfordshire. But, surprise, surprise, old habits die hard.
The whole sort of search with Phil and Kirstie, what it did was it really brought into focus that we quite like it here.
Well, it's good to see their boundless optimism remains intact. After a brief flirtation with the new area, they're continuing their love affair with their old one and sticking to Buckinghamshire and Berkshire.
We are still very confident that our house is out there, and we are going to find the house that we want.
And it will be found in the end.
We wish you all the luck in the world, guys, but you'll have to forgive us if we don't hold our breath. In Hertfordshire, Dan and Louise decided not to offer on the last house we showed them. But thankfully, they did take our advice. They stuck with Stevenage and 4 weeks later found a house to call home. Now they're on the verge of moving in.
We should be in by the end of the month, which is really exciting.
Yeah.
So now we're just spending our weekends looking at home stores, furniture stores.
Yeah, fitting it around football.
This week we're in London hunting for homes for two couples.
If only it were as simple as that. This is the roughest, toughest, hardest to crack property market in the world.
We're focused on West London, one of the priciest parts of a Premier League city at the top of its game.
The 8 million Londoners that make up the population live in closer proximity than in any other European city. Space is at a premium. We've got a huge challenge this week. Two couples desperate for a dream home in one highly desirable location.
Our first set of house hunters are a pair of glamorous urbanites. Tony Roberts-Clark is a big cheese in recruitment with a passion for DJing.
His Aussie wife Michelle is a high flyer too, heading up a top marketing agency.
This pair like to party, but their two-bedroom Battersea flat is cramping their style.
We started looking 12 months ago and our budget was £750,000 and we were shocked at how little we could actually get for that budget. Our situation's changed, we can now afford £900,000 and...
We can't get much more.
No one would deny these two are picky. They've rejected a staggering 100 properties in the past year. Clearly some sort of problem, and it can't all be blamed on London's rising market.
I think the thing that's really important for us is a place that we can play in, work in and entertain and have friends and family in.
That sounds an awfully big place.
Yes, it needs to be. Well, much bigger than this anyway.
So this is kind of living, playing, cooking?
Pretty much, yeah. So, Phil, the challenge is if we can find a property that will make Tony happy, I'll be happy as well.
Yeah, right. No woman lets a man have all his own way.
I'm intrigued and I'm also slightly worried about this because 900,000 is a massive amount of money, and yet you've seen 100 of them and they haven't been right.
Tony really wants something pretty perfect. Actually, for £900,000, we can't have something that's necessarily finished, and I think that that's maybe a journey that we have to go on.
You happy with that, Tony? Do you accept that as the harsh reality of life?
No, I've accepted that. There are going to be compromises on both sides.
But if we find the right space in the right road, are you going to be okay to do some work on it?
Yeah. Not a lot, though.
I think what Tony's trying to say is he's the sort of guy that prefers to lie on the sand rather than mix it.
With a budget of 900 grand, these guys are after a stylish 4-bed property.
At the risk of stating the obvious, space and location are the key factors here.
And let's not forget Tony wants the wow without the work.
Our second set of house hunters, communications manager Amy Beeson and retail supervisor Taki Udin, are taking a huge risk in a bid to buy their first property.
Good news is they've paid off their student loans. Bad news is they've got no money left to put down as a deposit. So they've opted for a 100% mortgage. This gives them a budget of 250 grand.
But it is 5 times their combined salary and over half of their monthly income. A gamble not for the faint-hearted.
For us, it's a very big stretch. It's a huge percentage of our income. I mean, we won't have that much left over.
For the past 18 months, they've been renting a very nice 1-bed apartment in West Kensington. In my experience, when people move to their first home from somewhere like this, it can be a bit of a letdown. I smell trouble.
I'm on my way to meet Amy and Taki, and I think their search is going to be far harder than I or they anticipate.
In the area they're looking at, 250 grand does not go a long way, so I hope they're not going to be too fussy.
How much do you think this flat tells me about what you're looking for?
I think it tells a lot, actually.
Yeah. We're looking for ideally something that's got a similar kind of feel, so something that's quite airy, nice and light coming in, nothing too boxy. Like something similar to this, really, where it's an open plan kind of lounge kitchen kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean, interestingly, this flat would be about £300,000.
It's got the right feel, and it's in a good building, and it's a good area. You know, you can put your own kitchen in, you can put your own bathroom in. As long as we've got it within our budget, that's okay. I think we just need some pointers in the right direction.
Exactly.
With a budget of 250 grand, Amy and Taki want a spacious 1-bed flat with a separate sitting room. And they want to be in a safe and respectable West London location. Time to swap notes, I think.
So what are they like?
Either staggeringly sensible or fantastically fussy.
Okay, well, that's narrowed it down a lot.
I just don't know which.
Michelle and Tony, they're very glamorous, and I think they want a very glamorous place in a glamorous area.
So why have they picked you to find it for them?
Because I'm more glamorous than you.
I don't think so.
We're going to focus our efforts in some of the city's most upmarket boroughs, with Fulham, Wandsworth and Chiswick at the centre of both searches.
While our party-loving pair, Tony and Michelle, have 900 grand to play with, our first-time buyers, Amy and Taki, are limited to a strict 250,000.
They've got very different requirements, but for both types of property in this area, demand is going through the roof.
Given that Tony and Michelle have rejected an incredible 100 houses, I'm slightly wary about how they're going to react to my first property.
It's a great house, but we're taking a flyer here because it is slightly out of their comfort zone.
Strictly speaking, although it is a Wandsworth postcode, I'd have to classify it as an upper Tooting address.
Right.
It's right on the border. So I think you're getting Wandsworth facilities, the common, the bars, the restaurants, all the things that you want out of Wandsworth, but you're not paying the Wandsworth price.
Right. First impressions in terms of facade, maybe not as period as we had in mind. In terms of area, we know this area quite well, probably a little further to the back of Wandsworth than we had hoped for, but again, we know that we're going to have to compromise, so we just want to really keep as open mind as we possibly can. Fantastic.
Come and see how big it is.
Okay, brilliant.
I'm worried that with Tony's lack of vision, it might be missing the wow factor, but it more than makes up for it with space and potential.
With 5 bedrooms, it's got one more than they've asked for, and sits, can I say, comfortably at 825 grand, 75 under budget.
Let me show you the
us around.
kitchen
Okay.
to start with. Things are a slightly different, slightly alternative layout with a kitchen in the middle of the house.
Yeah.
Could it work? You're the cook in your house.
Yeah, I
aren't you?
want a decent kitchen. I really do. It's really important to me. The kitchen that we've got in the current flat is just not big enough for 2 people. And I'd like to teach my wife to cook at some stage. It would be good.
Not that bad. Not that bad.
You are. She's very good.
But if you knocked it through, you'd have all the space you could ever wish for.
Tony's not keen on doing work, but what's the chance of him walking into a place that suits his style? Hopefully we can change his mind.
Oh, wow.
Wow, it's like a big grown-up house.
I thought of you guys, friends, parties,
decks.
Your decks.
That's all Tony can see is where do the decks go.
There's also the small consideration of his 14,000 records, but I'm hoping this isn't going to overly influence his decision.
Tell me, how do you guys react between the two of you on viewings?
I walk in and I think, right, space. I think about could we move things around, where for Tony it is about, wow, this is a reflection of me, Nellie.
So you want to walk in the door and go, I must have it.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's all well and good, but trying to figure out exactly what lights Tony up's going to be a tricky task indeed.
And it's here you really start to get a sort of sense of the space.
So can I say at this point, it all meets the brief,
Yes.
but will it meet Tony's heart? That's the question.
100 properties viewed, waiting for Tony to feel the love? She's a patient woman.
See, this would be great because people could just have their own space away from you, basically. Room-wise, I love it. But
No,
what
it's
do you
got plenty
think?
of space. I don't like the outside. I don't like the kitchen in the middle.
Doesn't do
blow
it.
me away.
Okay.
I mean, I'm being honest.
No,
It's
that's fine.
I know it's only 125, but I think my expectations are a bit higher.
Okay.
It's got a lot of positives.
Legs.
Yeah, absolutely.
All
But
right.
it's not.
Hasn't got disco legs for you, though, has it?
No disco legs.
No
And
disco legs.
This house could really work for them, but I sense Tony's holding back. We'll find out. So, what's it to be up there? Enough space for you?
Plenty of space. Plenty of work.
Good. Well, that's what we came for, isn't it?
Yes,
Yeah,
indeed.
absolutely. It's not my ideal house.
No.
There's quite a lot of work that really needs to be done to make it look like the sort of house that we want.
And I personally think that if we spent the money, we could make this look absolutely fantastic.
I've absolutely no element of doubt that you could do everything that you wanted to this house within budget, and you would walk in and go, wow, this is just what we had in mind.
It's high 6, not 7 out of 10, but it's very high 6.
Okay.
Oh dear, Tony wants a perfect 10, but they've only got the money for an 8. I think I want one very big drink.
This week we're in London, house hunting for 2 hard-working professional couples.
But in the world's second most expensive city, you don't get a lot of property for your pound. A reality that our house hunters are certainly going to have to face.
Amy and Taki are desperate to get a toehold on the property ladder.
Even in this volatile market, they've opted for a 100% mortgage, opening themselves up to a higher interest rate and a larger debt.
All the more reason we pick a plum property, but finding one for $250,000 in West London is one hell of a challenge. But against the odds, we've managed to find a great flat to show them in Acton. It's not as central as they've asked for, but it's an up-and-coming area and a safe place to put their money.
We're taking you a bit outside your comfort zone, but I am wildly enthusiastic about this flat, and I'll just say one thing before we go in. The guy who's selling it wants to stay in this same street, okay? You've been in the area about 5 minutes while we were on our way here.
Yeah, we don't really know, but I think we're quite excited.
Yeah.
It looks quite nice from what we've seen. It's got some nice shops, and there's a school, and there's a church, and it looks
Okay,
okay.
Yeah.
okay, fantastic, good start, let's get in.
I'm liking their reaction. This place is bright and spacious, but more importantly, it's a chunky 20 grand under budget at 230,000.
Straight in, sitting room, kitchen. First impressions?
No, I like it.
No,
And I like
yeah.
that we've got a separate kitchen now, which is really nice, which we haven't had. But where would you have your desk? Do you think? We'd probably mix around the furniture a little bit, but
Compared to a lot of other things at the price range, this flat is just, it's about 4 foot bigger everywhere. Go and have a look in the kitchen. It's a good size for a small kitchen.
I don't really like the work surfaces.
What kind of work surface would you put in?
I don't know, I'd quite like a wooden surface probably.
Although I'm always for doing work, I'm only for doing work when it really needs it, not for when it's something that you could live with.
Okay.
This is the bedroom.
It's got a nice feel to it.
I mean, for us, our bedroom now, where we rent, is unusually large, so everything's going to feel a bit smaller.
You can't think about your flat.
Okay.
You can't compare things to your flat. You can't in any way compare how you live there to how you're going to live somewhere else.
It may seem harsh, but first flats should be treated largely as an investment, a stepping stone to something bigger and better.
It's nice, isn't it?
It's good, it's tiled all the way around.
Amy and Taki are the most dangerous type of house hunter. They say all the right things and they are really enthusiastic, but every now and again flashes come out of really, really dangerous fussiness.
There's no window, but you don't really notice that because they've kept it quite light and white.
I'm thinking they're not really sold on this place, which is a bit disappointing. It's a great price and someone is going to snap it up, probably in the next 24 hours. The same goes for our next property. It's in Parsons Green, a really smart area next to Fulham, and I didn't think for 1 minute we'd find something for them in this neck of the woods.
How do you feel about the area?
No, it's nice. It's definitely sort of a mix of what we're after, like the village kind of feel, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it's a lovely area. It's got good green spaces, it's got great shops, great restaurants and bars, transport links. You can't really criticise it.
The flat's not in one of the area's prettiest buildings, but nonetheless, I hope they realise just how lucky they are.
That building across the way, 1 beds are going to go for 375,000.
Okay.
So it's something to bear in mind.
What this flat lacks in character, it makes up for in investment potential. With a bit of work, this 1 bed could be fantastic. With a balcony and a parking space, a rare treat in London, it's 10 grand over budget at nearly £260,000, but I've heard the vendor is keen to sell.
How is this for space?
Oh, it's really nice big space.
Isn't it?
Yeah. And you could, I mean, it needs work, but you could live in it while you're doing your
Totally, and look at this. We could do that now, we could knock that down.
Yeah.
I think it would be the right way to go, yeah. Look at you both look really lit up.
No, it's
good,
it's a
nice.
good space.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't. It's a nice block. It's not like it's some big scary high rise.
No.
It's fine.
They love it, but before they get too attached, I need to be upfront about the finances.
The price is a bit over your budget because it's on at 259,950.
Okay.
But it has been under offer 3 times and those offers have fallen through, nothing to do with the flat. So there is absolutely nothing to be lost through making an offer, you know, at 249,950. How are you going to afford to do the work?
Yeah.
That's the difficult bit.
That.
That's something that you need to consider. But I think that it is worth it.
It really is. They could move in and do the work as and when they could afford it.
Nice big room. Obviously, we'd have to take all that out,
yeah.
and then it would open it up quite a bit more.
This needs a lot of work, really.
I think this will be the first room we work on.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Definitely.
With the prospect of a 100% mortgage hanging around their necks, it's fantastic that they can build equity into this place.
What you're hoping to do is for every £1 you put in, you get £2 back.
Okay.
But there's a threshold. If you start putting too much money in, regardless of whether you can afford it or not, you're not going to get it back. Yeah. So what do you think? A maybe? A yes?
I think it's a yeah.
Definitely,
I think we really like it.
Yeah.
We really like it.
Excellent, but so will every other bar that comes to see it, so there's no time to be wasted.
Well, at least you've got irons in the fire, which is more than I've got.
So you're having a nice time of it?
Well, £250,000 in central London in the fastest moving market since time began. I wouldn't call it a nice time. Just remind me how much money you've got to play with.
900.
£900,000.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, but they are looking in all the top spots. I suppose same as your couple.
Always nice to chat, but I've got to get on with it.
Oh look, it's the pizza delivery man.
Whenever I'm house hunting in London, I try and do as much of it as possible on the bike. It's the only way to get around in this traffic. I can get in and out of estate agents, I can see a lot more houses, cover a lot more ground, which is very necessary this week.
I'm on my way to fashionable Fulham to meet Tony and Michelle. If Tony wants a house with disco legs, he's going to be well chuffed because this one could give John Travolta a dance lesson, and the location's hot as well.
So we're that much closer into town, which I'm afraid makes it more expensive.
Yep.
And a little smaller.
Yep.
I think it's perfectly big enough for what you're looking for now, but it is certainly smaller than where we've come from. How are you feeling about it, Tony?
I like this area because I drive through this all the time.
First impressions, I don't like the street at all. I mean, it's really urban, but I want to reserve judgment. So, yeah, let's have a look.
Didn't sound like she was reserving judgment.
No, not at all.
But I'm not worried because this one's got the wow factor. Arranged over 3 levels, it has great entertaining space, a high-spec kitchen, and 4 stunning bedrooms. Everything's immaculate.
It's new to the market at 850 grand and there's already been 15 viewings. It's a safe bet that it won't be around for long.
No, it's a much more traditional Victorian layout, this one. And you'll see immediately it's been beautifully finished.
Absolutely.
Knowing that Tony was looking for a wow and an immediate impression.
Yeah.
Did you get one as you came in here?
I like it. But I like those sort of houses. And obviously it's not as big as we thought it would be, but, you know, that's the compromise. I'd want to knock that through.
Straight through to the kitchen?
Yeah, absolutely.
Perfect.
Kitchen.
Whilst I'm glad that Tony's up for a bit of manual labour, this house is probably not the place to do it. You're paying for the finish, so any big alterations might even mean you could lose money on it.
You're getting a period house, but it's finished in a very contemporary way.
Yeah, my first impressions are really good.
Michelle, what's going through your mind?
It's lovely. I mean, it is a lovely house, and I think the thing that's appealing is we can walk in and it's just done. We don't have to do anything. Of course, we've got to see upstairs.
I don't know, I mean, it doesn't seem big. It doesn't seem big at all, but it's really beautifully finished, as you've said. And it's the trade-off, isn't it?
I thought you might have a glance down there. I thought you might.
Oh, no, that's something I'm really interested in. Wow,
my God.
Fantastic.
Party people want a party house. He's nicking it.
Look, just Tony, you're so naughty.
And where does he get sent to when he's naughty, I wonder? If it's the bedroom, it would be anything but a punishment in this house.
And the master suite is, as I say, up the top
Oh,
here.
it's lovely.
Oh, wow.
Loads of built-in storage. All these. The finish is
Really good.
immaculate. It's been very well thought
Absolutely.
through. How about that? Check it out in there.
Oh, wow. This is lovely. Really nice.
This is the icing on the cake for me.
Yeah. This is fantastic because if you had guests, you could really be up here and they could have that whole second floor. They could have their own bathroom. So, yeah, that's really appealing. They've done this room really well. It's really lovely, isn't it? Really little girl's room.
Yeah, absolutely.
Michelle said to me this morning that if Tony was won over, it'd be job done. So I'm feeling quietly confident in here.
Phil, you've been working with me for 8 years now. When will you ever learn about women?
So,
What do you think?
I like it. It's a family home,
Yeah.
but it's certainly not an entertaining house.
Yeah.
So you guys, what's it to be? When we arrived, there were lots of positivity outside from Tony, but less from Michelle. Has things changed as we've gone round, or how does it stand?
We both really like the house. Our concern is there enough space to entertain people? That is the concern, because it is really quite narrow in the downstairs area.
For me, I just think, is it big enough for us to really potentially grow a family with? Actually, what would another 50, 70,000 get us in terms of a bit more living space.
Understood.
I thought she might say that. So we've lined up a more expensive property over in Chiswick.
As far as area goes, it's got the buzz. The bars and the restaurants are just a 2-minute walk away. Perfect for our party-loving pair.
From my perspective, works really well.
Oh, good. Good.
And it's a very pretty street.
And the house packs a punch as well. Open plan living, 4 bedrooms and 3 bathrooms. Admittedly, it could do with a bit of TLC, but hopefully not too much. This one tops out at nearly 900 grand.
Now, come in and see what you think here. Michelle, the last house,
Yeah.
you were interested to see what an extra 50 grand would buy you.
And this is it.
This is it. You don't necessarily get more space. What you get here is a better street. It's a much nicer looking street. You get an extra bathroom. You get an extra utility room.
Right.
Cool. But actually the square footage, the total square footage is the same. It's 1,500 square feet.
Right, well, first impressions for me are it's a much more functional layout in terms of living.
How about you, Tony?
I'm loving it. Yeah, it's hitting the spot with me.
Yeah.
Quite a lot.
It is the open layout that you're accustomed to.
Sure.
Good for entertaining. So perhaps whilst it's not bigger, the space is more usable in the way that you'd like to do so.
The decks would go across here, about so high, just protruding. All the stuff would go in there, all the amplifiers, speakers around. I'm really liking it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's good.
Bless, he's like a kid in a sweet shop.
Now, Michelle, I know you're not the cook in your household,
No.
but you are the practical one. Can you see this functioning okay?
Yeah, this is fantastic. And you know what I'm really excited about? This utility room. Oh, this is fantastic. So I suppose the stuff now that it actually ends up invading the rest of our space in our flat can kind of be closed away in here, and we can do clothes and food separately.
And it clears space in the kitchen.
Yeah, absolutely. And there's some nice storage.
Now tell me about Tony. He seems really won over by it. From the moment almost we arrived at the door.
I haven't seen him like this at all, ever.
What, in all the properties?
All of the properties I've seen.
Wow.
So this is pretty impressive.
Well, you did say when we first met that Tony was going to have the sort of lead decision.
Absolutely. And we had a really good talk about it, actually, after I think we saw the first 2 properties. And I think it was quite good because Tony's now starting to think more practically about what we need. But to be honest, I haven't had a massive issue with any of the properties I've seen.
The amazing thing is that 12 months ago, this property would have fetched 750 grand, but in this market, it's now worth £150,000 more. Crazy.
Tony, are you up here?
Yes, I am.
He's smiling as well. How's it going?
Yeah, it's going really well. Really, really well.
It does seem to score points for you.
Yeah, it's excellent. I love the balcony as well. I mean, it's just really good.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Your sort of house?
Yes, absolutely.
Well, it's your sort of area, isn't it?
Yeah, I love Chiswick.
We must remember that your original need to move came out of a desire for space. This one is empty. It might look a bit bigger than it is.
There's plenty of space for everything, I feel. And it's a good time to actually sort of pare down some of the junk that we've got as well.
Well, why don't you two show each other around the bits you haven't seen and chat it through?
I will, thanks.
Well, there's a very happy Tony. Which means that it'll be a very happy Michelle. Which means I get the rest of the day off.
Dream on, Pipsqueak.
So this could be the guest bedroom.
Okay,
it's
yeah.
perfect. But I can see myself living here. You like the area?
Yeah, do you know, actually, I like the area more than the house.
Do you?
Yeah, but do you know, I really like the house. But it doesn't have a wow factor for me. And I'm surprised that it does for you. I mean, I really like it, but it doesn't have that wow.
Uh-oh, trouble ahead.
Hi.
You had a good look round?
Yeah, definitely.
Yes. Well, let's not forget that it is 899,950 quid.
Yep.
Right.
Is the house big enough?
Yeah, I think it's certainly large enough. It's more than I actually expected in a 4-bedroom property. So yeah, I like it a lot.
Good. Michelle?
Yeah. If this is the house he wants, then this is the house we can get.
And if this is the house she wants, I'll eat my hat. Like first-time buyers everywhere, Amy and Taki are punching above their financial weight in a bid to get on the property ladder.
And we've found a clever way for them to work the system. Our next flat is in Hammersmith, or at least it will be when it's built.
Now, this requires more vision than anything else we've seen so far. And it's not for everyone that I'd wear this getup.
Part of this development is aimed at first-time buyers, key workers and low earners. Successful applicants will buy a percentage of their flat and then pay rent on the rest of it.
At £345,000, if these guys tried to buy this flat outright, they'd be nearly 100 grand over budget.
It's the biggest property we've shown them so far and a great long-term option.
Now, the first thing you'll notice about this one, it's got 2 bedrooms.
Yay!
But it's quite a big old place.
Oh, I really love it. It's great. It's really great.
What you're doing, effectively, is you would be borrowing about £172,000 and paying back the mortgage on that, and then paying rent on the additional money.
Yeah.
Their monthly outgoings would be almost exactly the same as a 250 grand mortgage. So there's still some pretty big expenditure going on, but the benefits are more than obvious.
You've got a fantastic big space here, the open plan kitchen that you wanted, and something that, I mean, go to the window.
Oh my gosh, look how far you can see.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's like, oh my gosh, you can see the river.
Yeah,
Oh look, you've got dual aspect. That's so cool. Oh, that's fantastic.
That is a proper river view. That's not a glimpse.
Blimey, it's a while since I've seen this level of excitement.
This would be our room.
Yeah.
Oh look, there's a little closet.
I think it's job done, isn't it?
Yeah, but you can't add value.
Well, they'll be here for the long term.
Look at the view, it's just incredible. And my mum would come and stay with us because she'd have somewhere to sleep. I think even if it's a bit of a gamble, because we don't know whether we'll definitely get it from the council, I think we have to take it because...
No, it's definitely worth the risk. We need to jump in there and just hope for the best.
Yeah, I'm sure Phil and Kirstie will say the same.
They can't do any work, so they just
Do
have
they
to hope.
want to do work? I'm sure you've
They
convinced them.
say they want to do work, but I think they're very inexperienced. There is a little tiny bit of ditziness which comes out and you just think, ooh, ooh.
Okay. Yeah. You look great in a hat, by the way.
Thanks. I think it suits me.
Yes.
We love it. It's really good.
No, we really love it. Yeah.
You can't fault it, really, can you?
I mean, I think this is definitely where we want to be. I think Parsons Green is what we would go for, is like if we didn't get this.
There's a sort of word of warning. This undoubtedly will be a popular scheme.
Yeah.
You might not get this. In waiting for this, you might lose Parsons Green.
Yeah.
That's tough.
No. We're going to stay on top of it, Phil. I can stay on top of this situation. No one's losing anything.
Yeah, you can register interest, but unless you're there actually negotiating with a deal on the table, they can always sell it to somebody else.
My weapon.
That's your weapon. It's your very noisy mouth.
It only seems noisy to you, Phil, because you don't listen.
Well, if you don't need my assistance anymore, I'm going to burn rubber back to Tony and Michelle. I've got one final property to show them back in the hustle and bustle of Fulham, and it's a good one.
Pleased to be here?
Yep. No, I really like it. I suppose I like Fulham, definitely.
Heart's not left in Chiswick?
No, not at all, not at all.
Going to give it an open...
Very open mind.
Okay,
yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Oh, Tony, you might want to know, the house next door's owned by a model agency.
Oh, that might tip it for Tony. That just might.
And it's absolutely rammed full of the world's top models.
Is that right?
Yes.
I've already got my name down for the housewarming.
I think the house has the wow these glamour pussies are after. Arranged over 3 floors, there are 5 stunning bedrooms and 3 reception rooms, and it's just come on at 875 grand.
Like other properties we've seen today, this one's leapt in value recently. 250 grand in 18 months. Not bad.
Now, against all odds, I found another 5-bed house.
Oh, my heavens above, and it's really large.
It's come on the market at 875 grand.
Right.
Unsurprisingly, it's attracting quite a bit of interest.
Yep.
There have been 15 viewings.
How many offers?
There's a third viewing tonight.
Right.
They are expecting 2 people to offer.
Right.
Time is against us, so it's important to view the house and reach a decision quickly.
I think you've got great square footage. I question whether it's arranged in the right way.
Yeah.
There's a very wide side return, and yet they've put the extension on the back. It feels like it's just been bolted on the back.
Yes, right.
It's not the way I would have done it.
Sure.
I would have filled in the side return
And kept the garden.
and kept the garden.
Sure.
I think Phil's idea is probably the best.
So that might be something that we need to look at, understanding what that would cost for us to do that.
Let's go upstairs.
If they can make the finances work, this single-storey extension would create a hell of a space and help to push up the value of the house.
So there's 5 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms up here.
Excellent.
Great.
All pretty well proportioned,
Yeah.
with the big master bedroom here. It's got tons of storage built in.
Oh, wow, it has indeed. Really nice.
This is the last one that I've got to show you. Take some time together, have a wander around, and really
We have to
work it out between the 2 of you. Is this the right house? Is it in the right location?
I think it's between Chiswick and here.
Okay. There's another 2 bedrooms and a bathroom up there. They're making all the right signals, they're making all the right buying noises, but they're making them almost too often, so I'm not yet convinced about which way this is going to pan out.
Oh, this is lovely. Okay, so how does it stack up for you, Chiswick, Fulham? I could happily live in both.
But where would you prefer to live?
Where would you prefer to live?
No, but which area would you
And
prefer
which
to live?
area would you prefer to live in?
And he said,
And she
stop being
said, and
silly.
see, this is it. We both want each other to be happy, and we'd both equally be happy.
Is this the sort of area that you want to live in?
Yes.
Is this the sort of house you'd want to live in?
But can you see yourself living here?
Yeah,
'Cause
without
that's
a
the
doubt.
question.
Without a doubt.
Looks like Michelle's going to get her way after all. Who'd have predicted that?
So then, is it the right house, in the right location?
I love it.
It's the right house and it is in the right location. I'd certainly give up Chiswick for this place.
Would you?
Yeah, I think it's down to the finances. I think we need to establish how much it would cost to put a side return in, you know, extend this space out and remove this extension. And I think that's going to really dictate whether or not we put an offer in or not.
Okay.
But Michelle's really keen and I'm keen as well.
At last, a decision. But if we're going to make this one count, I need to sort out a builder as soon as possible and hope that the house doesn't sell in the meantime. A new day brings some tough decisions for both couples.
Amy and Taki want the shared ownership flat in Chiswick, but there's a detailed application process to go through, which we're helping them to navigate. Properties are generally given to the most needy, so we can't afford to pin all our hopes on this flat.
With that in mind, I'm taking Taki and Amy back to that great flat in Parsons Green. It is 10 grand over their 250,000 budget and needs updating, so it's important they don't get too carried away.
I must say, I love this flat. I think it's streaks ahead of some of the other options. If you didn't buy this, I might. From an investment point of view. I'm not joking, from an investment point of view, it's an absolute winner
Yes.
for a long-term investment.
Definitely.
Well, let's talk it through. Decoration, something that you can do yourselves. The floors are fine, the windows are fine.
We like the floors, definitely.
Personally, I think this kitchen's great. I wouldn't be opening the wall up. I know that's something that Kirstie suggested.
Yeah.
But in my opinion, that's a great room. This is a great kitchen. If you remove the wall, you're going to lose quite a lot, if not the majority, of your storage space. And you then shrink your options of where you can put your furniture in that room.
Okay.
So personally, I'd leave things just as they are.
I know we can't agree all the time, Phil, but you're wrong.
I think we get a really nice, clean, simple white suite that most people are going to like. take off all the tiling, choose something maybe black and white, because not many people are going to dislike black and white, rather than going with like a fashion, because that could look quite dated.
Top marks for being practical.
Just rip all this out then.
I've been massively impressed by these two right from the start. They'd done their research, they were fully prepared, fully organised, they knew what they wanted, they worked very well together as a team, and that means they've been able to reach clear, confident decisions right the way through.
And their best decision of the day is to ask me to put in an offer of 250 grand on this place. With the agent contacted, all we can do is bite our nails and wait. With Kirstie sorting out the details, I leg it round the corner to meet Tony and Michelle.
Well, here we are.
It's all about finances with them as well. We're just dealing with larger numbers. At 875 grand, the 5-bed Fulham house they want is near the top of their 900 grand budget. And they've got big plans. They want to knock down the rear extension, build into the side return and create a massive entertaining space. So much for not doing any work.
I am mindful that when we started this little exercise, taking on structural work wasn't even an option. And now we're talking about some quite serious works here.
Yeah, I think it'll be worth it. I think it'll be really exciting. We can really stamp our thing on this house.
I agree with you. It will be stressful and difficult, and it'll probably take longer and cost more than you imagine.
Yeah, I can imagine.
But the satisfaction of having pulled it off every time you walk in the door, I dig it. This is my space.
So now the answer we're all waiting for. How much is it going to cost? While Tony and Michelle have another look around, I'm going to talk figures with a local builder.
What do you make of it then? That's the bit they want to take out.
Yeah.
Not too complicated. I mean, you've done it loads of times.
No, I mean, it's very straightforward. Everyone's doing this in London just to give more room into the kitchen living area. So, yeah.
Can you just give me a ballpark figure for what the main structural work's going to cost?
For the shell itself, probably something around 30 to 40,000, something like that, for the structural works, to a plastered finish with finishes on top of that.
They'd need planning permission for all this, but quite a lot of similar work has been done up and down the street, so they're in with a good chance.
It's all going to come down to money, isn't
I
it?
know. I mean, this is the thing that's worrying me quite a lot. How much is it going to cost?
I think it's all pretty cosmetic. I think downstairs is the big thing, because that's the deal breaker for you. You want that downstairs area to be amazing, and so do I, to be honest, so do I.
Yeah, no, that's fair enough.
So we just need to go and start Chinese burning Phil's arm. Water torture, to see what he can get it for.
Yeah.
Here you are. How's it going?
Yeah, good.
Yeah? Still happy? Tony's still smiling?
I'm still smiling.
There's a constant grin on his face.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good to see.
How about you, Michelle?
Yeah, I'm really happy as well. I love it.
So this is the one?
Yep.
Subject to costs.
The one, yes. So have you got news for
yeah,
us?
no, I think I've got good news downstairs.
Right.
Not a complicated piece of work. You should allow 3 months.
Right.
And for the main body of the structural work, 35 to 40,000.
Right, yeah, that sounds good.
What you then spend on finished fittings and a kitchen is up to you.
I'll have to control.
But I thought that's quite a reasonable quote.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes, that's good. We can do that.
Terrific. We've got the right place. Now we've got to find out about how to get it. I know there was the third viewing last night. There are other viewings lined up over the next couple of days, so it's a bit tense.
All right, thanks.
He's not smiling.
No.
12 months of searching and 100 properties discounted. I wasn't very confident of pulling this off, but I think it's going our way.
First-time buyers Amy and Taki are hedging their bets with 2 fantastic properties. The shared ownership flat in Hammersmith and the one-bedder that needs work in Swish Parsons Green. I've got news on both fronts, so I've asked them to meet me.
Let's start with the bad stuff.
Okay.
Parsons Green. An architect has been to see it who has a 50% deposit.
Oh, okay.
And has made an offer at the asking price.
Right.
At the moment, they're in the process of judging whose offer is most acceptable. And I think we would be kidding ourselves if we thought that it was going to be our offer.
So that one's as good as gone, which brings us back to Hammersmith. Success here depends on them proving that they're needy enough to have it.
Now, We have discovered that in the list of priorities for housing need, you come 5th.
Okay.
Yeah.
Again, not the world's best piece of news. The decisions will be made next week, and I think you just have to cross your fingers for that.
The application is in, that's out of our hands now, so fingers crossed in that sense.
It's tense at both ends of the financial spectrum. Tony and Michelle really want the Fulham house. Even though they've got a huge £900,000 to spend, it doesn't make the process any less nerve-wracking.
So I don't think there's any doubt that you like the house.
Love it.
And you want to try and buy it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, of course, is the crunch time. It's on the market at $875, and indeed there has been an offer today. We need to come up with a strategy based on what you can afford, based on what we feel the house is worth, and based on the work that you want to do to it.
Sure.
We got it into our heads that it was going to be $875. I mean, I've got no problem in offering $875 just to secure the property. I mean, that's going to be the most important thing. We don't want to lose it.
Here we go. James, hi, Phil Spencer here. We've just been talking about things, and they are very committed to the property and in a good position to proceed on it. If the vendor would be motivated to exchange contracts within, say, 3 weeks, a month, then they would pay the full asking price at $875,000. Mm-hmm. Okay. If you let me know either way. That'd be terrific. Okay. Thanks, James. Good luck. Cheers. Bye. He said he didn't think that there would be an answer immediately.
I love this part.
This is the worst part.
Even though we've offered the full asking price, I'm worried that with another offer on the table, we could easily get into a bidding war.
But by the morning, Phil's worries are over. Their offer of £875,000 is accepted, and it's all systems go.
It was just such a relief to find out we got the property. We can't afford to do anything for the rest of our lives, but we're eating baked beans, but we got the house.
Yeah.
Taki and Amy had their names down and their hearts set on the shared ownership house in Hammersmith, but the wait to hear back from the council was too much for them to bear.
So we didn't want to waste time. We really wanted to get
we just
somewhere.
progressed with our move and thought, right, if it ain't working where we're looking now, we just thought, right, let's look further afield.
And further afield turned out to be Wimbledon, an area of London they hadn't even considered before. And it wasn't long before they found a gem of a flat bang on the high street.
It's great space, lots of light, great location, roof terrace, ready to move straight in.
But the shared ownership flat hadn't finished with them yet.
The day after we decided to buy this and we'd signed the mortgage papers, Hammersmith and Fulham Council called us up and said, do you want it? It was just like, and I was really stirred up and thought, oh my God, do I want it? Do I pull out? You know, but Taki was really staunch and said, no, I like the Wimbledon flat more than the shared ownership flat. And I was going, oh, but it's 2-bed and it's on the river and it's just gorgeous. But
it's a smaller flat in terms of bedrooms, but it's the fact that, we own it. Whereas the shared ownership one, it would take us a long time for us to fully outrightly own it. So
I know.
Meeting Phil and Kirstie was really great because I think they gave us the confidence to actually, handle the market better.
Kirstie's last word, one of her last things that she said to us was, I guarantee you two will be property owners within the month. And I think we just thought, we know we can do it, we've got to do it. We
were just out by a day, but yeah, we were in there.
The ones
As for Tony and Michelle, everything's worked out really well for them too. They move in a couple of weeks, but true to form, they're each planning to get something quite different out of their new place.
The thing that's really exciting me is I've always dreamed of having a big, proper, grown-up house, and this is it. It's going to be just absolutely perfect.
For me, one of the important factors of buying this property is the next door neighbour owns a model agency, and I'm really looking forward to that.
I think he's going to try and starve the cat, so the cat goes next door, makes friends with the people next door, and Tony can be over the fence. Hello, is my cat over there?
And I'll get discovered as well.
That's his plan.